Last time, Nunu, Torbay Council's brand new, all-singing, and dancing street cleaner, caused utter carnage, on the streets of Torquay. Council leader, Mrs. Precious Love, had pressed the machine's killer button, when she learned, that the Mayor of Cockington, Patrick the Pony, is loved by the people of Torbay, far more than she is. The council leader, has told the Police and Crime Commissioner, that Nunu's escapade was caused by a fault with her wiring. Dwayne, however, is much less convinced.
Hello Monjita, fancy bumping into you here. I am just checking on Nunu. I tried to close her program down, while she was on the rampage through Chelston. I believe someone deliberately pressed the button, that turns her into a killing machine, and sent her off in the direction of Cockington. If her batteries hadn't failed, she would have sucked up, and destroyed Patrick the Pony, and possibly even Tracey, the Queen of Torquay Town Centre Hearts. And, I might not be standing here either.
I heard our democratically elected leader, speaking with the Police and Crime Commissioner. She told her that it was a case that Nunu's wires had got crossed, and no one is to blame for what happened.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Someone's hands had to be involved.
You and your conspiracies, Dwayne. How is Tracey Ireland? I know, I have upset a lot of people in Melville Hill. Many now call me Judas, accusing me of turning my back on good friends and the independence of the community, in order to benefit politicians and those I want to impress in liberal democracy.
No one likes a nasty troublemaker, Monjita. As for Tracey, she is well, thank you. Tracey gave a lovely fitting tribute, in the Golden Triangle, about Queen Elizabeth II. It's a pity your Liberal Democratic friends didn't ask her to speak at the Proclamation of King Charles III, outside the town hall. The person who did, turned out to be a total embarrassment, for Torbay and the whole council. Videos of her were ordered to be taken down from the council's website, and stopped being available on social media networks, they were that bad. The whole thing turned tradition into a farce.
Council leader, Mrs. Precious Love, is on her way. I'm only her lady-in-waiting. She will not be pleased to find me talking to you.
Oh hello, your worshipfulness, Council Leader, Mrs. Precious Love. I was just thinking, while I stood here by myself, waiting for you to arrive, what a good idea it would have been, if Tracey Ireland, the Queen of Town Centre Hearts, had been chosen to speak at King Charles's proclamation. She would have done the Bay proud, she really would have.
Tracey Ireland is bad news. She is a loose cannon, Dwayne. I consider her to be the most dangerous person, and a traitor in the Bay. I want her to be caught and punished, along with that usurping mule, called Patrick. The woman I chose to make the proclamation, outside of the town hall, was chosen because she truly recognizes who I am, Dwayne.
Please tell me, Council Leader, Mrs. Precious Love, what do you mean when you say she recognized you?
I was looking down from the ivory tower, and spotted her staggering about alone, in Castle Circus, wearing that red dress. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, on the day of the proclamation. I manifest before her, because at first, I thought she was someone whose soul was ripe for the taking. However, it was even better than that. When she saw me, she declared, "My lady, you are surely from on high," fell to her knees, and then worshipped me. It was so beautiful, Dwayne.
So, that's how she got onto that stage, with the Member of Parliament, and other important people, to try to announce King Charles as our new king.
Indeed, I had already decided not to get involved with that particular ceremony. My earlier existence was wiped from my memory, to make me a pure vessel for liberal democracy. But, because of the way I talk, I consider it likely I had some association with the United States of America, so I happily allow the British to enjoy their traditions without me. Further, my golden countenance doesn't suit solemn occasions.
I read on your social media page that on the day of the proclamation, you had your eye on a smart jacket at Bonmarsh in Fleet Walk. You describe Bonmarsh as a positive place, where everyone says really positive things about you and Torbay, and how you didn't want to go to the King's proclamation. I also read that you love positivity, and don't want to hear about local people's misery or their impoverished lives. Still, if you don't mind, what do you want me to do about Nunu?
I want her back on the road again, and damn fast. When she went on her killing spree, her victims were all Tories, apart from this one man, who she devoured in Nutbush Lane. When he was scraped from her dust bag, council staff discovered he was the only Liberal Democrat we have living up there. I was mortified by this. I can't have that happen again, Dwayne. Every vote matters. Nunu must be programmed to recognize a Liberal Democrat voter, especially as next May, frankly, looks pretty rocky.